GST special all week only on Bloomberg Quint.
Good evening, you're watching the Market Wrap on Bloomberg Quint. I'm Darshan Mehta. Let's take a look at what happened as far as the markets were concerned. Stellar opening, and the close was also even good for the Nifty. If you're looking at the Nifty, ended about the 10,850 mark in trade. The Bank Nifty did manage to outperform, but the frontline benchmark companies did manage to come up today. So Asian Paints did well, trading at a record high. There is Yes Bank, which was up almost 3% in trade. After so many days of falling in trade, Vedanta managed to move up in trade. Axis Bank, Cipla, the oil marketing companies did well. What added significantly was the weightage, high weight counters like the HDFC Bank, Reliance and Infosys, which contributed. Some of the stocks which have been moving over the past few days like an Ultratech, TCS, Titan did manage to see a little bit of selling that came in. But the big star was the mid-cap index, a big rebound on the mid-cap end of the market. Just look at the move that's coming in. It was up almost 1.6% in trade, and the big move came in on Hexaware Technologies, was up 23%. No doubt the FNO was trading at a huge discount, so the FNO was up 10%, while the cash market saw a move of almost 23%. Sterlite had news of its own, which was doing up in trade. Dilip Bilkon managed to recover. SRF has been managing to recover, so that's with doing well. AU Small Finance Bank was down in trade. But to get you more details on what exactly the market was and how it managed to end in trade, we have Neeraj. Neeraj, so what happened with the market? It was an absolute stunner from Hexaware. It came out of nowhere. Probably people still not aware of.
What do your dealing room sources say about that?
I don't know. Some people say that, I don't know. I can't vouch the authenticity, but, Hexaware always there are news of, a takeover coming in. So I don't know, and people are linking it with the TCS numbers tomorrow. So I don't know. I don't want to make 2 plus 2 together, but nevertheless, the move is saying something.
Yeah.
A counter can't move up 23% without news, and without the markets not moving. So definitely someone knew something. Yeah, and that's what caused the big move. Yeah,
but I'll just give you a small heads up on what happened in the last 1.5 hours because we were anchoring. And interestingly, low volume day darshan yet again. And Amit was saying that in Friday's session the volumes were high. I was not here, but the volumes were high in Friday's session. In today's session, subpar volumes both on the FNO side as well as the cash side. I think NSE was some 24,000 odd crores. So the volumes were subpar today, but the global rally continues, or at least the global move today. And as a result of that, I think everything is done well. When we shut shop, I'm sure you would have marked it, but when we shut shop, the European markets were trading with a fair bit of green as well.
Yes.
So maybe, just maybe, no bit of negative surprises out there. But well, one swallow does not a summer make. Let's wait and watch if this indeed lasts. But interesting also would be the kind of FNO positions that were built. What did you make of it during the day?
Yeah, so basically, today it was basically mid caps that saw a significant amount of position that were being built. Some of the larger counters like a TCS or an HDFC didn't participate. So you were right. It was a low volume game today. And most of the mid caps were moving not on very high open interest. So counters like Hexaware was prime example. Moved on low open interest build up, but it's a day which belonged to the mid caps, and we've been seeing that. July is a month of rebounds. Mid caps had been beaten black and blue, so whether the rally continues is for anyone to see.
Let's see. Earnings will probably determine that.
Yeah, let's see. But let's also hear out what the technical experts that came on our channel had to indicate on the view of the market. So let's hear them out, and then we'll get you more news on HDFC and Dish TV after the views.
We are on the cusp of a breakout after a prolonged consolidation. 10,850, 10,900 was important. We started the settlement on a relatively low rollover, and we've been gradually building a position, whether it's Nifty and Bank Nifty significantly. We started with 17 lakhs. As of now, we're at 25. So significant open interest positions have been added. So it's that seems clearly like a positive. So I have a buy call on the Nifty, but I have it through a call option. Buy the Nifty 11,100 call option at around 17 with a stop loss of 11 and a target of 29.
We have been buying Nifty from lower levels, and now looking at the chart, it seems that the same view will continue, and from here on we can see an extended move till 10,900 or 10,950 levels in next couple of days. So for a trading perspective, those who have taken long positions at lower levels, they can hold on the existing long positions. If there is a small dip of around 20 to 30 points from present levels, and that should be used as a buying opportunity, with a stop loss to be placed at 10,770 levels on lower side for the upside target of 10,900 levels. And if 10,900 is taken away convincingly, then we can see extended move till 10,950 levels in next couple of days.
Okay, so that's the technical view on the market. Let's talk about fundamentals now. Earnings season has started. The big number out today will be Dish TV. Saloni, the number is not out yet, but what are the main expectations from Dish TV?
So we are expecting Dish TV to post a healthy quarter this time around. In terms of numbers, revenue is expected to increase by 85% to 1,367 crore. Now that is on a year-on-year basis, while net profit is seen around 37 crore as compared to a loss of 14 crore seen in the same quarter last year, while EBITDA margins are likely to expand by 7 percentage points to 34.2%. Now, if you look at sequential performance for Dish TV, the numbers don't look that encouraging. Now, analysts are expecting cost synergies to come into play after merger with Videocon earlier this year. Now, Dish TV along with Videocon has the largest market share in the industry of 37% and has the highest subscriber base of 23 million, and this is likely to increase by 300,000 in this quarter, that is Q1 FY19. And that apart, we'll be looking out for management guidance on net addition of subscribers, the average revenue per user along with the content cost, and lastly we'll also look out for any change in accounting policies if there are any post the merger with Videocon. Darshan.
Okay, so we'll watch out for Dish TV. Probably numbers will come out anytime, and the stock obviously will react in trade tomorrow. But for the first time ever, HDFC came out with a quarterly update ahead of the numbers. That's quite interesting. Shraddha's here. Very interesting thing done by HDFC this time around.
Right.
So what did they have to say?
So, Darshan, HDFC Limited used to do that. This is the first time HDFC has also done that. I don't know when this change in policy came about, but yes, it's the first time. In terms of the key takeaways, based on the numbers that they've shared, first is that the CASA ratio for at the June end was at 41% as compared to 43.5% in the March ended quarter. So it's relatively lower. Why so? Well, a part of it can possibly be attributed to the attractiveness of fixed deposits given the higher interest rate regime. So you could probably have seen a faster growth in FDs as compared to some of the current and savings accounts deposits. What is the implication of this? Well, you could see some negative impact on net interest margins. Remember, the management did guide for net interest margin to remain in the 4.1 to 4.4% band, but they have maintained NIMs above 4.3% at least for the last 5-6 quarters. So there could be some marginal pressure this time around on account of the lower CASA ratio. Otherwise, in terms of the other parameters, deposit growth has come in at 20%, second consecutive quarter where they have been able to do 20 or 20+% sort of a number. Advances growth has come in or bounced back to 22%. This is again a good set of numbers. We've seen just 18.7% year-on-year growth in the March quarter. So in terms of the key takeaways, Darshan, some pressure likely on the NIMs, but stock didn't react much because otherwise the numbers seem more or less in line with what analysts were expecting. Okay, so that's the view that's coming in on HDFC. You had it, the market did manage to rally significantly in trade in line with the peers in Asia as well as the other global peers. But with that, it's a wrap on today's market wrap. Thanks for watching Bloomberg Quint.